Okay. Okay, looks like I do have maybe counsel on page 1 now. Ms. Hill, are you there? I didn't see you logging into the chat yet, but are you there?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Okay, so we were waiting, so let's get you taken care of. So we are going to...
Thank you so much.
Can we call page 1, please? Okay, we're on the record on page 1, case 844348, Dielmann, Dielmann versus Affinity Lifestyles. Counsel for plaintiff, please. Appearance?
Good morning, Your Honor. Melanie Hill appearing on behalf of Tyler Dielmann.
Thank you.
Bar number 8796.
Appreciate it. Go ahead.
Good morning, Your Honor. Joel Odou on behalf of Affinity and the real water entities.
Okay. So realistically, the court, I wanted to wait. I know, Ms. Hill, you had counsel for defense told us, so we were waiting. Here's the question. And remember, as I noted before, this is one of the cases in which there has been a media request that has granted, so they're more than entitled if they wish to record or just observe whatever they wish to do within the scope of that. So really the court's question first thing was going to be is, can anything be done in this case because the bankruptcy state, because unlike the other cases, there's not, and I mean the other cases in this department, there's lots of other parties. Feel free to sit down, stand up, whatever's comfortable for you. There's not a lot of other parties, so I don't have that issue of moving forward with certain parties and maybe not one party. Here I've got one party. The notification that was filed as far as affecting the lessor and lessee did not seem to lift it for anything other than property in the lessor's premises, is what I read on its plain language. So the court's real question is, should I continue a status check on a stay another like 90 days? Or what was the parties thinking the court should do? So counsel for plaintiff, let me let you go first, and then counsel for defense, fully realizing the counsel for defense has not yet appeared, and the court's not saying that this is counting as an appearance. You just, for courtesy, are here, so you can speak or not speak, your choice. Go ahead, counsel for plaintiff.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, we spoke yesterday, and we're going to be doing a stipulation to lift the stay so that we can proceed in this case. So that will be filed in the bankruptcy court soon, and then I believe we can move forward on this case, and we were going to ask the court to treat this case like the court is treating the other cases with real water.
Okay, so would a status check to see if that stip to lift stay be something you're suggesting in 60 days, 90 days? As you know, bankruptcy court's bankruptcy court. I'm not bankruptcy court, so you all can estimate how long till you get it on file and how long you think it might take. What do you think is practical that you want a status check here, and then we can do what we need to do?
I would say 60 days is probably appropriate. We're going to get this stipulation on file very shortly.
Okay. Counsel for Affinity, if you'd like to be heard because you have not yet appeared, feel free to do so.
Just as a courtesy to the court, we would think 60 days should be sufficient. We're just waiting on this. We've provided an exemplar from one of the other real water cases. I think even in this court to plaintiff's counsel, and they can follow that.
Okay, so then what I'm going to do is the court's not going to take any affirmative action today because I can't, because the bankruptcy stay is in full force and effect. But what I will do is I'll do another status check on the bankruptcy stay / lift stay. And I'm going to phrase it that way, but realize that if the stay has been lifted, what I would appreciate is filing something with the court, right, with a 1 or 2 pager, letting the court know so that we know, because if the stay is lifted, then we would treat that next hearing as a scheduling, right, to get things moving on your case, if that's going to meet the party's needs. So that's why it'd be helpful to make sure that I do get. Do you want to do a joint status report or each do a status report, folks? Because the reason why
joint status report's fine, Your Honor. We're happy to do that.
Okay, because technically you're the only one in the case right now. That's the reason why I'm asking that question, right?
If the stay is lifted, real water will join in the status report.
Sounds good. So please get me a status report a week before. Okay, so the 60-day date would be what, please?
March 14th.
March 14th. And did you guys? This would be at 8:30 because this is a business court case. We'll get that taken.
Your Honor, if you may, that's the week of spring break, and I will actually be out of town. Could we do it a week earlier or later, please?
Usually people have told me the week afterwards was spring break, so sorry, I was trying to make sure I wasn't, okay. But your spring break's the 14th, that's, okay, no worries. My kids are a little bit older now, I used to have that memorized, okay. Do you want the 21st, first day of spring?
That's fine.
That works for us, Your Honor. The Clark County School District spring break is early this year for
Oh,
reasons nobody knows.
okay,
Yeah.
so, I was gonna say, usually I can trigger it by certain dates.
Yeah.
It's really easy. Private schools are usually the week before, public schools are usually the week after. And
It's-
certain other magnet schools and charter schools are whenever they are. Okay, no worries, we're fine, the 21st, 8:30, okay?
Thank you, Your
21st,
Honor.
8:30. I'm gonna give just a friendly heads up, is if you are in anticipation of that going to possibly go the same, suggesting special masters or things like that, make sure please you do it in advance of the hearing. It's always nice to put that in the status report. And if anyone's thinking on a couple other CMOs, there are some date issues that I'm working with the special master in some other cases, which is why certain things have not yet been signed, because there's some really close deadlines that need to be addressed, okay? Anything else I can do for you, counsel for plaintiff?
No, Your Honor, thank you so much, and thank you for waiting.
Counsel for not yet appearing defendants?
Your Honor, just out of curiosity, if the court knows, there were case management orders submitted in the other real water cases. Does the court know if those have been signed by this court?
That's what I just said. If you were looking for the other cases, there's some date issues, so they have not been signed, because I have
They
to
have
work with
not.
the special master on those date issues.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You gave the court
Part of
some
hearing.
oh, no worries, I can speak up. You gave the court some very, very short deadlines to address very, very large matters that the court needs to address with the special master.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And the special master's been, I guess, 6 hearings yesterday, all sorts of different things, so stay tuned. They have not been signed. In fact, they were all returned.
Yeah, that's why I was seeing if the ball is in the special master's court, because I'm going to see him later on another case, and I can.
Ball is in you all's in the special master's court, because the court noted its reason for return, so I can't sign something that I don't have, because nothing else new got me submitted.
Thank you, Your Honor. I
I
saw
do-
him yesterday, and I'll quiz him again.
All good, we'll be glad to get these done, but just make sure the dates are doable dates.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I do appreciate it. Okay, thank you so much, and you can appreciate, I don't want to say anything else, because I don't have all parties in my other cases, but since that's the same thing I wrote on the return, I said the dates, so I'm not saying anything different in open court that I didn't put on the return on the order. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Appreciate it. Have a great rest of your
Thank
day.
you.
Hope everyone enjoyed your holidays. Have a good one. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your
Okay.
Honor.